we're talking about a market correction that is seeing a tremendous negative impact for so many sectors of the economy.
Right.
Right.
Is it going to get worse before it gets better?
I believe it is. I believe it has to get stabilized. We have to find a way to stabilize all sectors of the market, and that hasn't been done yet. They're still testing it. Everything is still being tested, and nothing has proven to really work yet. We need jobs.
Except for people going out spending more. Isn't that what it is
Which
that
is not
keeps
happening.
the economy
It's
going?
not happening because people don't have jobs.
Well, and also part of the problem is people were spending money not from money they were earning, but money they were pulling out of their houses.
That is so
And see,
true.
that's what has really put the big crimp in the consumer purchase. American homeowners were taking money out of their homes in the form of home equity lines, buying cars, paying for vacations, doing whatever. That avenue is no longer available, so they no longer have that money to spend. So they can't buy a new car, i.e. the car industry hurts.
All right.
They can't travel, maybe the travel industry hurts. So a lot of the money that was being pumped into our economy was coming out of the equity of American homeowners, and that train has sort of left the station.
Is there a silver lining? You know, and everything supposedly there's something positive. Is there anything positive going on that you can see?
Well, the correction itself, I think, is a very positive thing. You know, as you mentioned, everything that happened until now was on an artificial scale. Incomes were not truly the incomes. The loans that were being issued were not based on the true income people had. And, you know, people were taking loans, taking certain kinds of loans where they were making minimum payments on.
No, that's in theory. I know what you're saying is in practical reality. But if you say to people, when the economy was better and they were doing well, that was all artificial. And now there's a market correction.
Correct.
People are going to say, but that's not better for us. If you see what's going on in the economy with the loss of jobs, the number of foreclosures, how can this market correction be a good thing when so many people are suffering?
Well, I'd say with any growth often comes pain. And I'm not saying it's easy. It's not easy to lose your job. Not easy to lose your home, but I think as a nation we were living beyond our means for far too long, and now we sort of have to pay the piper.
Not only the United States, I
Well,
talked about us being
Exactly.
buffeted, but the whole world.
Right.
So you mean the whole world has been living beyond its means? And the
Well, you know,
Quite a bit of it.
well, the United States has been a focal point. It's been actually a global focal point. Just like somebody who owned a house and was living off of taking lines of credit or equity lines, a lot of countries were investing in our country, actually buying these securities because they thought it was something that was reasonably profitable for them, not knowing that this was not the true color of what it seemed to be. And this is what happened. One of the biggest impacts was on China. You know, China is a big buyer of U.S. treasuries and also these mortgage-backed securities. So it's become a global effect, and yes, they were all packaged, and even I don't know if the government was aware of this. There's articles that says that they were aware of it, but it was just so much other things that were going on. It was not set as a priority because they never thought it would get to this point.
Sure. Now, before you comment again, Arn, did you have any?
No, I was just going to say, as a counselor and what we do, we help people to develop budgets and try to really get the grasp on how much they can afford and get the reality and live within their means. And I say 80% of the people I counsel have second lines of mortgages where they are actually living off of this mortgage. And when that mortgage line is closed, it's scary because that's what they were paying their mortgage
Like
off
a
of.
lifeline.
It's a lifeline.